Hi, Mike from the Rural Montana family. Today again it's towing with our Tesla Model S, our 2013 S85. We're just going to tow a small load of wood here. This is about a half a cord of wood that my father-in-law got us, and that is his little trailer here, which actually looks pretty good behind this. It's too bad that the tongue has this uphill in there, otherwise I could use a straight ball mount, but hey, it is what it is. Can't complain. His trailer, and he got us that firewood for free. So I've been driving up here, charged to 100%, or it was 99 when I left home, and obviously it was pretty efficient. It's nice and warm out already, like 70 some degrees here. And now we're seeing how it's going to do on the way back. So it is 40 miles to get back home, and well, shouldn't be an issue towing this trailer. I don't know how heavy it is. I have very little tongue weight. I actually put some more wood towards the front to have a little more tongue weight, but I don't think it's anywhere near 2,000 pounds that the hitch is rated at. So, well, let's go. All right, here we are about to leave. I did reset trip A, so that's down to 0. Since last charge we had 305 watt-hours per mile. It's been sitting here a little bit with the climate control running, so I don't know if that counted or not, but yeah, we'll get going here, hit the road and make it home, about 40 miles. All right, about 7 miles into the trip, you can see the consumption is extremely high, 806 watt-hours per mile. So extremely high. That is close to 1 kilowatt-hour per mile here. But yeah, we're going down the road here. Actually, we're coming towards the downhill section, and maybe you can gain a little bit. I've been going 59 miles per hour. That seemed to be about okay for the trailer. The trailer has very little tongue weight. I don't know, maybe 50 pounds. And so a trailer with little tongue weight has a tendency to fishtail. And at around 59, it seemed to be just like at the verge where it started doing a little fishtailing, maybe here and there. So I don't want to go any faster than that. But so now we're yeah, coming up here shortly to the downhill section, and so hopefully this will improve here, and we'll get a little better mileage here. Just made it down the hill. We're at 474, so we did a lot better coming down the hill. I turned here onto the frontage road. I'm gonna take the frontage road instead of the interstate because, well, I can only go 59. Up there I got like up to 63 at some point, and the trailer kinda wants to get out of control. So we're taking the frontage road, which is a 55 mile an hour speed limit. As soon as we get out of these homes here, well, it's the suburbs of Missoula. So yep, we'll keep going, but definitely the downhill helped. I had cruise control set at 59 miles per hour, and we did relatively decent. We still got 66% left, so definitely no problem to make it home at this point, as we're using about a half a kilowatt-hour per mile, so shouldn't be an issue at all. Back on the interstate, there's a little stretch I gotta do on the interstate, otherwise I would have to take the back roads through the woods, and well, yeah, it's pretty dusty and bumpy, so I'm just gonna take the interstate here for a couple miles to get to our exit, and then we got about another 7-8 miles to get home. But it's not looking too bad at this point at 439 watt-hours per mile. So yeah, it improved a little bit going on the flat road here on the frontage road, going a little bit slower between 50 and 55 miles an hour. Almost to the end. We're back on basically the last stretch where we have a 35 mile an hour speed limit here. And so yeah, we're cruising right there at about 37. And and yeah, about 428 watt hours per mile. Not too terrible after being on the interstate, going 59 again. We still have 57% left, so we're doing pretty good. Yeah, a few more miles and we'll be home. On the very last stretch, about to be home here now. Maybe another half a mile or so, making the dirt road. And then we'll see what the end result is of this little towing adventure. Back home, 424 watt hours per mile. We used 15.9 kilowatt hours and it was 37.5 miles coming back. So the total distance for the trip was 76.9 and we used 27.9 kilowatt hours and we averaged 363 watt hours per mile. That was the total trip going there and coming back. But going there, I did not tow the trailer, but I did go the speed limit of 80 miles per hour on the interstate and then 70 miles per hour on the highway all the way up there. While on the way back, I did 59 miles per hour max. And on the frontage road, I only did between 50 and 55 miles per hour. But we didn't do too bad. We got 53% left, so for the total trip, I think it was 99, so we got 46% that we used for the total trip. Not too bad at all. Pretty happy with this. It's nice and toasty outside, 85 degrees. It's another pretty warm day. And yes, the lawn starts to turn brown because it's gotten dry. And yeah, it's getting hot and dry and we need to water the lawn, I guess, if we want to keep it green. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. I mean, I didn't really feel that trailer back there at all. There's hardly any weight. It's a little trailer. It's real easy to tow. Much easier than my snowmobile trailer that I've been towing to go get feed, or the other snowmobile trailer I towed with the snowmobiles to just test and see how far we could actually go with that. So I got videos about that, and well, look above here somewhere for a link. If that one doesn't pop up, go down below in the description and look there. We got a few towing videos, so go check those out. We also have a video about installing the hitch back here on this Model S. Also on how you need to wire the lights on the Model S. It's been a little bit tricky for us, but we got it done. So we have actual trailer lights. So if you're interested, go check that out too. Well, and so please give us a thumbs up for this video. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to our channel. Look down below in the description for a link to our Redbubble store. We got some merch there. Maybe you find something you like. In any event, thank you for watching. Goodbye. All unloaded. Car is charged up again. We're taking it back. It won't be a real comparison since, well, obviously we're going the other direction. So the ups are downs now and the other way around, but we'll see if it does much better without anything on it. Time to leave. I did reset the trip A there. We are at 73% and it's 73 degrees outside. It's about 10:40 in the morning, so relatively similar to last time. It was a little warmer last time, but so, well, let's go. The trailer is following nicely and we're going quite fast right now. At least for towing a trailer. We're going basically the speed limit, 80 miles an hour. And the trailer now does fine. It seems to be having enough tongue weight empty. Unlike when it was loaded, we really didn't have enough tongue weight for the trailer, so we would fishtail. But this time we can go the speed limit, but it comes at a cost. You can see there 429 watt hours per mile. Going slower certainly would help. So on the way home, I actually took the frontage road, and that was between 50 and 55. And now we're going 80. And so, yeah, it's not really a fair comparison, but I want to see how it does going the speed limit. Well, the number is growing steadily. We're at 507 watt hours per mile. We're about to come up to the exit here, but you can see it's still slowly climbing. We're gonna have a downhill and then an uphill coming up, and well, then there's the exit, and right now the speed limit drops, so I better go slower. Right now it's 75, coming closer to town here. So, but yeah, look at this, 511, 512 watt hours per mile. So, 13, it's still climbing. Now we're gonna go downhill. So, even this little trailer, I mean, there's not much back there, and it doesn't really have a wall. So, it makes it pretty thirsty. But I was going 80 miles an hour with this little trailer. So, going slower like 55, 60 would have been a completely different ball game, and we would have done quite a bit better. But this is just to give you an idea of how much a trailer can influence your range, your economy basically here, your efficiency. It is making it really bad. I mean, the aerodynamics mess it up pretty good. So now we're climbing the hill, and the exit is coming up right here. Stuck at a construction zone after pulling the long hill, and we are at 513. Not too terrible, but that means you get less than 2 miles per kilowatt hour, which is not very much. I think a Rivian gets something like that when towing something. Maybe they even get less, I don't remember. I think they get less when towing heavy, but yeah, this is about 250, maybe 300 watt hours per mile more than if I would not be towing. So, but now we're stuck here, and we got a few more miles to go, and then we'll see. I have arrived, 43% left. And you can see it actually dropped to 470 watt hours per mile here over the last few miles. It was a basically flat out, maybe a little slight downhill-ish, but not very much. But so yeah, flat out towing, you're probably just around 500 watt hours per mile, even with an empty trailer like this little sucker behind me. But yep, again, no problem. I'm here. I gotta unhook the trailer and then go back home.